Hi, I'm Chap Bettis, author of The Disciple Making Parent, and this is my audio blog, where I read some of my blog posts in audio format for your convenience. Well, in today's episode, I'm going to be reading right from the book, The Disciple Making Parent, and specifically, we're going to be talking about family devotions. So let's start with an introduction to family devotions. Deuteronomy 6:7 says, "Talk about these commandments when you sit at home." Well, I begin this section with some trepidation. Family devotions can be the holy grail of Christian family life. Have family devotions consistently and you're, quote, in. Admit that you fail at family devotions and, well, let's just say you're a second-class Christian family. Family devotions is not the magic bullet that guarantees success. I grew up in a church-going home, and I'm walking with the Lord today, yet my father never once had anything close to family devotions. On the other hand, men I greatly respect consistently conducted family devotions when their children were young, and yet some of their children are not walking with the Lord. Remember what we said at the beginning of the book, there is no magic bullet. While fathers are commanded to nourish our children in the Word and talk about these commandments in the home, no clear method is commanded. But having stated the cautions, history and experience resound with the positives of dad, mom, and children sitting around and listening to the Word of God. History is full of pastors commending the importance of family worship. For example, J.I. Packer says family worship was also to the Puritans vitally important. Daily and indeed twice daily, the Puritans recommended the family as a family should hear the Word read and pray to God. Matthew Henry has this quotation, "Masters of families who preside in the other affairs of the house must go before their households in the things of God. They must be prophets, priests, and kings in their own families. And as such, they must keep up family doctrine, family worship, and family discipline. Then is there a church in the house. And this is the family religion I am persuading you to. You must read the Scriptures to your family in a solemn manner, requiring their attendance on your reading and their attention to it, and inquiring sometimes whether they understand what you read. Those masters of the families who make conscience of doing this daily, morning and evening, reckoning it part of that which duty of every day requires, I am sure they have the comfort and satisfaction in so doing, and find it contributes much to their own improvement in Christian knowledge and the edification of those who dwell under their shadow." That's Matthew Henry. And finally, Charles Spurgeon said, "If we want to bring up a godly family who shall be a seed to serve God when our heads are under the clods of the valley, then let us seek to train them up in the fear of God by meeting together as a family for worship." There is something about family devotions that seems to wrap up a number of spiritual dynamics neatly in one package. When a family is together as a whole and the head of the household takes his place as the pastor of the family, something feels safe and right. A man is reminded of his appointment as pastor of his family. The children are reminded of their authority under dad and mom, and everyone is reminded of the centrality, authority, and necessity of the Word of God. Yet to be so good, family devotions is also rarely practiced. George Barna's surveys have found that 90% of born-again Christian families don't have family devotions even once a week. He says fewer than 1 out of 10 born-again families read the Bible together during a typical week or pray together during a typical week. Thank you for listening to the Disciple Making Parent audio blog. This post is found directly in my book, The Disciple Making Parent, and it's the premier book on family discipleship. It's been endorsed by Al Mohler, Tim Challies, among others. You can find more information at thedisciplemakingparent.com, and in addition, get the audiobook for free. Simply visit thedisciplemakingparent.com/free audiobook. Thanks for listening.